Here we go. We know what's coming up tomorrow. Obviously, France against Morocco. How do you see it going?
Well, as a Moroccan, I have to say it goes all the way to Morocco. No, but it was a great tournament so far for Morocco. Morocco has nothing to lose. They for them this is already the final for them. They already got the trophy for them in not physically but mentally they got the trophy. It has been a wonderful tournament for Morocco, beating Belgium, beating Spain, beating Portugal. Nobody thought even Morocco would make it through the group, and look where they are now. So. But France right now, it's very difficult for them. France is top level with the strikers they have, with Giroud on fire, Mbappe on fire. But if Morocco can play the style they played against Spain, against Portugal, anything can happen.
Anouar, I know that Kay's probably going to ask you a lot about the team as well and some players. There's been some good storylines. I just straight away, I need to know about the Moroccan mood, the collective Moroccan mood, because obviously I'm seeing, and we're all seeing, all these incredible videos from the Moroccan diaspora. I mean, here in New York City, in Astoria, Queens, to Edgware Road in London, and then you go to Rabat and Marrakesh, Casablanca, France, everywhere. It's just unbelievable. How is it? Is it even more than the videos and the images suggest?
Well, that's the thing with this team. It's not just celebration in Morocco; it's in the entire world, because you got Moroccans everywhere, like you said. And the thing they're celebrating all together, because you got in this whole team, you have players born in Spain, in France, in Belgium, in the Netherlands. Even in those cities where they are born, people are celebrating, and same goes in Morocco. It's one big party for weeks. Even after the first game, when they went 0-0 against Croatia, it was a big party because, well, they played against Modric and they held Modric to 0-0. It's incredible, because it's just not one country that they are representing. They are representing entire Africa, because I've also seen footage in Nigeria, in South Africa, in all those countries. It's just incredible. This is really the World Cup for Morocco, as you mentioned, just not just the country.
Now, it's fair to say, Anouar, that England, our England team, kept Mbappe a little quieter than usual. That's about all they can celebrate from that game against France. How can Morocco do more of the same in stopping that threat and nullifying that threat of Kylian Mbappe tomorrow?
Well, actually, the same as they did in the previous game. The thing with Morocco, what they do well is they put one guy on a striker, and as soon that defender makes a mistake, there comes a backup, and you have Amrabat, you have Hakimi. I'm really looking forward to who's going to win the sprint race between Hakimi and Mbappe. This going to be fun. Either Hakimi goes up front and Mbappe has to come back, or Mbappe goes up front and Hakimi has to follow him. This is going to be fun. And I saw a tweet or a quote of Mbappe that he really wants to beat his best friend Hakimi. So that's going to be a fun thing on the right side for Morocco. And if putting Hakimi on Mbappe is going to be fun. It's like Usain Bolt against it's a 100 meter sprint at the Olympics, I think.
I tell you something, Hakimi right now with that Panenka and then the celebration, I'm his biggest fan right now. Hey, listen, I want to ask you about something, just strategically speaking, because obviously, like Kay said, stopping Mbappe is an issue, but the fact that you're the first African team in this situation, it's unbelievable stuff. But when I watch Morocco, Anouar, I feel like it's just this collective sense of unity. You're like an army. Like when you don't have the ball, it doesn't matter. Everybody's in sync. And I feel like Walid Regragui is just, he's created this. Or do you think it's more than that? How important has the manager been towards this success?
I think he's the most important thing of this whole success, because the thing is, his predecessor, Halilhodžić, he had the problems with all those players. He put out Ziyech out of the team, Mazraoui, Amin Harit, and Regragui came in August, and he said, whoever had problems with the previous manager, he can come back. So the first thing he did, he called Ziyech, he called Mazraoui, he called Amin Harit. All those guys came back, and he made it a collective team. He said, "Look, in two first friendly games that he played really attacking style of football, and they scored 2 goals against Chile. I never forget that friendly match. but they had a lot of space behind the defenders. Anyway, he said, "Look, we can't play like this at the World Cup because we're going to play against Belgium, we're going to play against Croatia. We can't play this style of football." So he put this team together. He said, "Look, we're going to play defensive style. Maybe you won't like it, but we have to put it this way." And you see Ziyech defending. I've never seen Ziyech defend like this, even at Ajax when he was like that. You see Buffal return, so it's really a fun team, and he made it a collective team. And he says every time, we play for the Moroccan country, we play for those people, and he motivates. And what I hear from the team, he really motivates them in a good way, and you see it on the pitch how they play. It's like 110%, and I wonder who is going to be fit tomorrow. That's going to be a real big question because I heard they didn't train a lot. They only went to ice baths, swimming, just to stay fit and healthy for the match against France.
Now, just before we let you go, Anouar, I want to talk to you about a player you've already mentioned, but he was left out of Julien Laurent's World 11 of the tournament so far. And even Jules said it was hard to leave him out and he would have been on the subs bench. But you've mentioned him already. Sofiane Amrabat, what a tournament he's had.
He has an amazing tournament. And the thing is, he's been playing like this all season with Fiorentina. So it's not really new. But he's like a magnet to the ball. Whoever has the ball, Amrabat within seconds is next to him. He eliminated De Bruyne in the game against Belgium. And Modric has had trouble with him in that game. So the thing with him, he's not only defensively really well, as you can see in those games, but also in the build-up you can use him. And I think he's going to make a big transfer after this, even in January, I think, because a lot of teams want this type of player. Like he's like, I think you can compare with N'Golo Kante. I think a typical N'Golo Kante, Yaya Touré type of player, and every team can use this kind of player.
Well, I tell you something, Anouar. I don't know about Jules Laurent, but I'm sorry, Jules. I'm rooting for Morocco tomorrow. I want it, and I love Moroccan food. I want that stuff to be 50% off in New York City. So I need that to happen right now. But honestly, on behalf of ESPN FC Daily, we wish the Moroccan people and this tremendous team the very best of luck. Hopefully, it'll be a fantastic game. And hopefully, we'll see you again. Maybe, you never know, for the final.
Thank you very much for watching ESPN FC on YouTube. For more highlights, analysis, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.